tyre really, or if you're always correcting, always correcting the steering wheel and pulling it to make the car go straight, your tracking is out. Going down potholes, hitting curbs, all that you're not tracking out. It's more common than ever before. It's not checking the MOT, it's not part of the MOT. If the car is on the MOT ramp and you can see the edges of the tyre wearing unevenly, we'll report it to you as a customer saying your tyres are wearing unevenly, please have the tracking checked. That's just something we advise customers. But the MOT doesn't fail on the tracking being out unless the tyre's gone so badly worn that you can see the exposed cords on the tyre. Then that will fail the MOT because that tyre can blow any time when it gets hot on the motorway or on the road. That make sense? Yeah. So it's not a part of the MOT. Only when you see the cord, it's part of the MOT, yes.
If the wheel tread is borderline, will it pass the MOT?
There is, no, if it's a borderline, it means it's above the legal limits, which is 1.6 millimetres across 3/4 of the middle of the tyre. If it's anything above 1.6 mil, from an garage point of view, from an MOT point of view, it's advice to the customer. From a safety point of view, it should be changed. We, as a country, out of all the European countries, are the worst for changing tyres. A lot of European countries, the minimum depth is 2 millimetres. The safe limit for proper road holding and in the wet is 3 millimetres. A tyre from the factory comes 8 millimetres.
Could you show us a tyre that is about to go?
I haven't got one here, unfortunately. They're all in the container outside because all tyres we have are disposed of environmentally. I haven't got one worn, unfortunately. I only got a new one. I'll show you where the tread patterns are, how you can measure it yourself, even how you can see it yourself without putting your hands dirty.
Could I just mention also on ice? Could you bring that into your discussion if we get into problems with skidding on ice? When the road is really icy and the tyre.
The tyre, well, obviously, again, going back to what I read in the trade magazines, as a nation we're the worst people having winter tyres on our cars. European countries, some of the European countries, it's mandatory to have winter tyres in winter and to swap them over in the summer. Now, we can have tyres all year round, winter tyres on our cars. The compound of the tyre is different to winter and summer. But I believe that if you can afford it to have tyres in the winter, swap them in the spring, then please do so. Tests prove that it does make the car handle better. In ice, when you're driving, this is just something on top of my head. If you pulling away from somewhere, the last thing you do is over-rev the engine. All you're going to do is make the wheel spin even more so. When you're driving on ice, when you're pulling away from ice, you should always pull away gently as you can to stop the wheels from spinning. If they're spinning, they have no grip. If you pull away gently, they will grip. That's just the weight of the vehicle, the grips the tyres. On how to handle the cars, I can't tell you. I don't do anything like that, unfortunately, at all. But it's what a lot of people tend to do when they're stuck in ice and snow is over-rev the engine, thinking they're going to pull out of it, like you're going to be stuck there, deeper and deeper. The opposite, pull away gently. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So you've got something in the...
should be the front ones.
Sorry?
Only the two front ones is good enough to change for a winter tyre.
No. You have to change all four. If you only change one set, that will cause problems with handling.